Yasin Attila.
And I am Media Dusafti. We are glad to have you with us today.
For today's headline, we are going to explore the professional world of education. We will dive deep into the career path, challenges, and the impact of technology for teachers in this era.
That's right, Yasin. To give us more insight, our reporter is already with a special guest in another studio. Jiska, are you connected with us in studio?
Thank you, Yasir and Medina. Hello, everyone. My name is Ziska Ramadhani, and I am reporting from Studio One. Today, we have a very important guest join with us. Please welcome Miss Isa Tiziana.
Thank you.
Okay, so first of all, thank you so much for being here and take the time to meet with us. Please introduce yourself a little bit and share your educational background.
Okay, thank you. My name is Isa Tiziana. My student was called me Isa, and then I graduated from English Department of Lambung Mangkurat University on 2002. And that's all.
And then your profession.
Oh yeah, I am a teacher. I'm English teacher in SMP SME of Banjarmasin.
Okay, that's impressive. Speaking of your profession,
Yeah.
what would you say are your personal key strength and special skills that you have developed over the years when you becoming a teacher?
Okay. I think my strengths as a teacher, I always want to learn a new thing, in a teaching way or in help students to understand about my subject. And then my skill, I think, I love teaching reading because when I teach reading, it's really important to increase my students
Literacy?
interest in literacy. Yeah, although it is in English, I think if they love uh, reading,
Yes.
in the end, finally they will love read everything. Yeah.
Okay. With those skills in mind, how did your career path begin and what are the main goals you are currently striving to achieve?
Yeah. After I graduated from my English departments, I became a teacher, assistant teachers from local government's programs, and then 2 years after that, I become a civil teachers, yeah, civil teacher, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then why I choose to be right? I choose to be a teacher, yeah, because I love I love teaching. I think, yeah, I love when my students from not from don't know nothing become know everything. They say to speak, they say to learn, but and then they have a good a higher motivation to learn to achieve.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So your main goals as a teacher is
Yeah.
that. And then the next one is communication. So we all know communication is vital in any field. So how do you usually communicate in your workplace with the other teachers?
Okay. When I have a difficulty in teaching English, I always ask my English teacher, my friends who teach English also, such as Mrs. Rizka and Mr. Sahid, and of course I ask for my headmaster. Of course, when I have a difficulty in English, or when we have English teacher meetings every month from Banjarmasin, all of English teacher in Banjarmasin, I discuss with them when I have some difficulty to teach English, for example.
Oh, so do you think these communication skills are essential for reaching your professional goals and why?
Okay, of course, because if we don't know something, I think we need friend to solve the problems. We can read the book, but book is thing that cannot speak, right? That cannot give us their opinions, their
Advice.
suggestion, advice. But
Yes.
if we talk with other, if human being, of
Yes.
course, and they will help us to solve the problem, to give the motivation, to give the resolution, for example, for the problems that we have.
Mm-mm. Okay, now every job has its up and down. So, how do you usually maintain your work, and what is your approach to solving problems when they appear?
For up and downs, I'm not really sure that it's up and downs, because it's about our mental. I think if we love our work, I don't think we have any downtime for our working. It's about mental. So I don't have any down moments. I don't have,
Yes.
but maybe for because I am a human being and I'm getting older, I think it's about energy. Yeah, because I'm 49 years old right now, and I think I have a limitation energy, or I don't know, but I don't have any up and downs in my profession because I love teaching. Yeah, so but I think that if I face the problems when it's
Yes.
up and down,
Mhm.
yeah, I think we have to motivate ourselves that that is maybe the way we're living right now. Yeah, this is maybe, yeah, God give us, yeah, the path of our life. Maybe it is. Yeah.
Okay, what about problems about your students? When you are teaching English, what is your problem, yeah, that you face?
Okay, I have a lot of problems.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, for example, I asked them to bring their dictionary.
Yes.
They want to bring it because they thought it's hippie, ma'am. It's too big. It's really hard to understand how to read the dictionary. They talk like that, and then I have to pay
Solve them?
yeah, sorry.
Solve them?
Yeah, okay. No, they use AI right now, and then they
Yeah.
use translation. So when I ask them to write their own sentence, original sentence, they use EA. How can I correct the word? Because if we check in EA, it's a correct sentence. So
Yes.
I don't know how to measure
Their original.
yeah, their original work. And if I say you don't use that, they say yes, but I don't know when I give is a homework,
Mhm.
we don't know. I believe they of course use the EA, use the grammar, apa,
Yes.
translation things. Yeah, that is the big problem, I think, as a English teacher right now.
Mhm.
Because conventional teaching is, I think, is really important than, yeah, than using everything that that has a connection with the technology, I think. Yeah.
Mhm.
Still need teacher, yeah, to teach English.
So, how do you solve those problems? You think the decision that you will take
Oh
when
yeah,
facing
okay.
that?
For the first thing, I also give them the motivation, of course.
To do it by their own
Yeah,
self?
yeah, and then sometimes I don't want to correct their work. Yeah, because it's not my students' yeah, it's not my students' products. It's EA technology products. They just copy paste, right? So I say I don't want to check your work, but I need you work right now in front of me, and please make it again. And then I don't know if that's give them motivation. I don't know, but some of them say okay, ma'am, I know right now how to use technology exactly. Not only copy paste, not only use it without any knowledge as a base, but we know sometimes technology is not a good thing to we use as our mind as our
It depends
mind.
on how we
Yep.
use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so in your point of view, what are the biggest opportunities and challenges in your work field right now?
Okay, for challenges, I think it's about technology.
As a
Yeah,
teacher.
yeah. As a teacher, I have to um, master some of them, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Canva,
The
Kahoot,
the new modern
betul,
application. It's
right?
okay.
Okay, and then yeah, I think I have to learn more
Mm-hmm.
about that.
Okay, so what about the opportunities in your work field?
Okay, I love being a teacher because I have a lot of opportunities when I am a teacher. I can meet a lot of English teacher, very good English teacher, expert English teachers, and have a lot of connection.
Mm-hmm.
I have some teachers abroad, such as Mr. Yuta from Japan, and some.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember her name, but but she lived in Australia, and sometimes we keep in touch about and talking about something. And I love being a English teacher because with my English, I can have a lot of friends from many places.
I see. That's impressive. So, what are the required skills for someone who wants to follow in your footsteps? Maybe you can give them some advice or suggestions.
Okay, based on my experience, for the first time, I don't want to be a teacher. Frankly speaking, I don't want to be a teacher. I just want to expert in English. I want to speaking English such as a native speaker. But when I to be a teacher, a really amazing work. And how to be a good teacher, I think you have to love your students and you love your work. Students is a human being that have their own
Flaws.
yeah, their a lot of characters they have, and you have to face them with your patiently. So if you want to be a teacher, just love your work, and then give your heart to the field. Yeah, you have to give your heart to your students. Don't give up, because yeah, student is human being. Sometimes they make you happy, sometimes they make you angry, sometimes they make you disappointed because of many things, but you have to put your heart there, and I think you cannot regret what you choose when you want to be a teacher.
So you have to be passionate with
Yeah,
your work.
yeah, that's right. To be a teacher is not only for money, but everything. You have to give your soul in the field. Yeah.
We are living in a digital era right now. So, how has technology impacted your work?
Okay. One thing, it's helped me. Two things, it burdened me. Why I said that? Because my students don't want to try train their brains. They want to the easy one. When they don't know the meaning, they just capture it and then write it down. They don't want to how to guess the meaning from the context. They don't want hard work for that. For the easy, for the good things, yeah, when I am in Banjarbaru, my headmaster asked me to make Zoom, and I have to visit the student. I have to teach students in Alalak. I only open my laptop. They only open their handphone, and we can do our study as a regular as we face to face. Yeah, make it easy sometimes.
Mm. And do you feel that innovation and creativity are necessary to stay relevant in your work?
Okay, of course, because this is digital era, in the digital era, and based on my experience, when I share my creativity by using Kahoot, by using quizzes, play short video, and then play English song. Yeah, they're really enthusiastic to
Learn.
learn English. Yeah, and then sometimes I ask them to memorize the words, and I give them the trick, the tips by make some note, and then the note, the word, the vocabulary based on relate with our topic from the materials. For example, when I teach in the uh, 12th grade, uh, the topic is about e-money, and I ask them to make some vocabulary that relate to the e-money. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. So you mentioned Zoom earlier. Looking ahead, what are your perspective on future remote work as a teacher?
Okay, based on my experience, when we have COVID, our headmaster asked the teacher to do Zoom. Okay, but we still have any difficulty when we did that. And then, and a few months ago, when some university students did the demos, the head and the school is up for one day. Yeah, the headmaster asked we as a teacher to do Zoom also. And then some of my friends said that we didn't want to do because Zoom is really hard to do. It's about the connection, the stable connectivity connection from the internet. So I don't think that Zoom is still relate in the future. I don't know if the government can make the connections stable, right? And then the teacher give should the government give the teacher maybe the facility to make the Zoom is easier. For example, maybe the connection, the laptop, the student also they give the things, the media to make the Zoom is easy. Yeah, maybe it can be long life, long run. But if still like this, I don't think that Zoom is still relate in the future.
So you don't think that Zoom or future remote seem feasible in the future?
Of course.
Okay. So has been a wonderful conversation.
Yeah,
To
thank you.
wrap things up, how do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years later?
In 5 years later, I'm still working as a teacher. But in 10 years later, I will be retired from an English teacher because I will be 60 years old. But I can say that I maybe still to be a good teacher for my students because I love teaching and I love my students, and I really happy when I know my student from know nothing become everything, from zero to hero. As a you, Jiska, as my senior high school students, I'm really proud of you. It's really amazed me. Your English is very good. I'm really insecure with your ability in speaking English. Exactly, I am her teacher, but you better from me. That is my motivation to be a good teacher in 5 years later, in 10 years later.
Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
you
the
are welcome.
praise. I'm so flattered. And finally, what is your core motivation to keep going every day?
Hmm. God give me this opportunity. It is my life. I asked for many job before to be an English teacher, but they didn't accept me as their employee. But when government give the uh, opportunity to be
Assistant teacher?
yeah, then I pass the test. So I think this is my life, this is my path. So I have to say thank you for that, and I think that is my motivation. Never say give up, never say I'm tired, never say I'm boring, I'm bored to be a teacher, but I have to say to myself, this is my life and I have to do it better until my retirement time come. Yeah.
Thank you so much for this
Yeah, you are
incredible
welcome.
insight,
Thank
Miss
you.
Isa. It has been such a pleasure to talk
Yeah,
to you.
I hope it helped you.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that was a very enlightening session. There is so much we can learn about professionalism and adaptation in this changing world. So now I will hand it back to Yasir and Medina.
Thank you for the report, Siska. So, our special guest is Miss Isa, a dedicated teacher at SMA 8 Banjarmasin, and she's been teaching for more than 20 years, and that's truly impressive.
Yes, and we have just watched the interview session together, and Miss Isa made a great one. She believes communication is incredibly important for sharing problems and ideas effectively.
That's spot on. If we don't communicate, it's hard to make progress, right?
Yes, and she also shared inspiring advice for anyone who wants to become a teacher like her. You have to be passionate about your job and give your absolute best and truly love your student.
Wise words, indeed. Passion and love for students are the heart of great teaching.
Yes, and Miss Isa also highlighted a key challenge in this modern era student. They are becoming very lazy, relying too much on AI and copy pasting instead of trying their best on their own.
Exactly. And she emphasized that technology is great as long as we use it wisely. I couldn't agree more. That's all for today's news. Thank you for watching Eating News. Keep safe, keep healthy, and be happy. See you soon and see you on the next time.